Want to learn more about your audience, their biggest questions, their biggest needs, and even some of their desires and their frustrations out there? Well, there's a bunch of free tools that I've shown you already, some paid tools that are even better, and I'm going to show you another paid tool today. It's called Quora.com, Quora.com. So, what do you do on Quora? In just a second, I'll take you there. I'll show you some of these things. First off, you're going to find out Quora is a site based upon the questions that people ask. So you're going to find out what people are asking about any topic that you're particularly interested in. And it's incredibly valuable for that because there's tons of questions that people ask. You also have ways of finding out the level of interest around that particular question because people can follow that question to see answers on it. And you also have a way of finding out related questions using that same term. Also, there's a way you can use this to get ideas for further research and information that you can give. And hey, you can also even go so far as to actually answer some questions, which can be an incredibly valuable way to build your audience, build your email list, get traffic to your site, and things like that. So let's go to Quora and look at this site really quickly. So, all right. So here's Quora.com. Basically, you got several things here. Right here, you got a search bar. So I find the best way to start this thing is to put in a search. So I'm just going to put in content marketing and let's see what happens. Now, Quora will always throw additional tabs each time. So what are the best ways to do content marketing? So if I click on this, it's going to show me this question: what are the best ways to do content marketing? And there are over 100 answers to this. And then you go down and you start reading the answers to these questions. You can see that there are 448 people who follow this. You can see the categories that it's ranked in, which will give you some indication as to other categories that you may want to explore. So one of the things that I like about Quora is that I like using it as a very, very top of funnel. I mean, when I say top of funnel, when I'm thinking about something new, I oftentimes go to Quora to start the whole thing because it gives me a bunch of related information to help me understand what's going on. So you've got some related terms here. You got related questions that are happening over here around that. Plus, if we go back to our original search, it's going to be based on using the words content marketing, but I could go back to this and start picking up these other topics and start putting those into the search bar and find other related terms around there. I believe this is ranked by number of followers by default. So then the second one down is what is content marketing? Notice it's got 273 followers. And then going down to what are the best tools to use for content marketing. And we've got 345. So I guess it isn't purely ranked by that. But just think about this for just a second. Let's imagine for a moment that your specialty was content marketing. All right, so you could go through each one of these questions, see the different angles that people are taking, see the different questions that people are asking about it. And then you could do something like this, going to what are the best tools, and you could go down these 100+ answers and start seeing all these different tools that other people are answering with. And that could actually become the foundation for articles you write, videos you create, etc., about that particular topic. All right, so this is this is part of how you start using this. So let's go back to this for just a moment and show you this. So right here, we get these other areas about spaces to follow. So I can click on online marketing as a space to follow. And here it's got a whole bunch of other questions around this subject of online marketing that are also interesting so you can go into these spaces and start to see other questions that people are asking around that space. So let's just step back and talk about what Quora is really good for. As I mentioned, Quora is a great beginning of your research process tool. It's a great tool to use when you're trying to figure out what sort of a survey of the entire topic. It's also, secondly, it's great for expanding your questions and content around it. So one of the questions that I frequently receive is, wait a minute, if I start writing a bunch of articles and send out a bunch of emails, aren't I going to give away what I'm going to sell? And basically what these people are saying is, I haven't clearly thought through all the different aspects that are related around this that will attract a potential customer for this particular product. Quora is a great tool for figuring that kind of thing out. And it gives you, on top of all that, the ability to actually answer questions. Now, we'll talk about using Quora actually as a marketing tool separately, but I wanted to use this as a research tool and give you some ideas about how you can use it for research purposes, because it really is valuable for that. Have you ever used Quora? Go try it out. See if it's valuable for you. Experiment a bit and let me know in the comments about your experience with it. Also, what other tools are you using? Let me know. This is Don Crowther saying, just go do this stuff.